By 1227, the Mongol Empire stretched all the way from the Pacific Ocean to the Caspian Sea. Genghis Khan had conquered nearly a quarter of the known world, forging a landmass that dwarfed Rome at peak. Yet, as he drew his final breath, his last command was startling. He demanded total secrecy for his burial. He wanted no pyramids, no mausoleums, and no markers. He ordered that every physical trace of his grave be erased entirely. We often expect the most powerful figures in history to immortalize themselves in stone. Today, Mongolia honors him with a towering steel statue on the steppe. But in death, the man himself chose to vanish completely, leaving zero physical evidence of where his body actually rests. That commitment to vanishing created a persistent historical void. Despite centuries of searching, the resting place of the 13th century's most powerful figure has effectively been erased from the map. To enforce that silence, the stories get incredibly dark. According to legend, the armed procession escorting his body north slaughtered every single person and animal they crossed paths with on the journey, ensuring there were zero living witnesses to the route. Travelers like Marco Polo recorded even grimmer details. The accounts claim the soldiers who dug the grave were immediately executed by a separate guard unit. Those guards then reportedly took their own lives, sealing the coordinates behind an impenetrable wall of silence. The physical cover-up was just as intense. Some ancient texts claim 1,000 horses were driven over the burial site until the ground was flattened and untraceable. Other stories say a nearby river was deliberately diverted to flow over his grave. We may never know if these specific bloody details are literal truth or exaggerated folklore intended to discourage grave robbers, but they reveal that for the Mongol court, the privacy of their ruler's tomb was an absolute priority. The prime suspect for this hidden location is Burkhan Khaldun, a sprawling, isolated mountain range in northern Mongolia. This was a sacred place for the Khan. As a young, abandoned boy, he fled enemies here and prayed to the eternal blue sky for survival. Historical sources suggest that years later, while out hunting on those same slopes, he sat to rest under a solitary tree. Looking out over the terrain, he reportedly declared the spot suitable for his ultimate burial. For 800 years, that region has been known as the Ik Horik, or the Great Taboo. The Mongolian government intensely restricts access. Out of deep cultural reverence and local fears that disturbing the grave would unleash a curse, digging in the 7,500 square mile zone is strictly forbidden. This creates a unique problem for modern researchers. How do you investigate a 13th century archaeological site when ancient traditions and national laws dictate that you cannot move a single pebble of dirt? The solution is a massive, non-invasive manhunt. Using human computation, researchers released tens of thousands of high-resolution satellite images to the public. As citizen scientists scanned the terrain, they tagged straight lines and unnatural angles, the footprints of structures hidden in the wilderness. Once anomalous sites are tagged, teams deploy aerial drones and ground-penetrating radar. This technology allows them to peel back the Earth digitally, mapping out potential ruins hidden below the grass without ever sinking a shovel into the sacred ground. This approach recently led to a major breakthrough at a location dubbed Arc Site 1. Sitting on a sun-facing plateau, researchers found a mound measuring 250 meters long. Below the surface, radar scans revealed two large rectangular walls and a central chamber, aligning with the layout of a 13th century imperial temple. The research team couldn't dig to confirm it, but a severe mountain storm did the work for them. High winds uprooted several trees across the site. Tangled in the exposed roots, sitting right on the forest floor, were pieces of ancient ceramic roof tiles and fragments of burnt wood. When researchers ran thermoluminescent and carbon dating tests on those artifacts, the results were highly specific. The materials were fired precisely between 1219 and 1275, the exact years covering the Khan's death and the reigns of his immediate successors. While the data doesn't verify the legends of massacres or diverted rivers, it does locate a high-status 13th century structure on a mountain once thought to be untouched wilderness. It suggests the ancient accounts of an imperial burial on Burkhan Khaldun are supported by a tangible physical footprint. Even with this evidence, the expedition stopped. Researchers handed their data over to the Mongolian government, and Ark Site 1 remains completely untouched, honoring the ancient taboo that guards the mountain. While outside treasure hunters often imagine a hidden chamber overflowing with gold and looted jewels, the reality is likely much starker. According to nomadic tradition, he was laid to rest in a simple, unadorned wooden coffin. He didn't want his body to become a spectacle or a target. The aging conqueror simply wanted to go home. He chose to be swallowed up by the vast empty grassland of the harsh northern wilderness, where he suffered and fought as an abandoned child. 8 centuries later, the location of his grave remains history's most successful secret. While other conquerors built massive tombs to ensure they were remembered, Genghis Khan chose to disappear, leaving a legacy that is still strictly guarded by the laws of his descendants today.